Welcome back to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Don't forget to hit the download button and subscribe to our podcast wherever podcasts are available.
All right, folks, we are back.
And we back.
It
was beautiful.
Yeah, we're in sync. So this podcast is going to be very interesting because both Alyssa and I are quite tired.
And I'm sober.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to everyone listening at home.
Yeah, Alyssa's definitely sober, and I only have Moscato in my house. So
She only has juice box wine. She's like, oh, you want a bottle of wine? I'm like, this has 900 grams of sugar. It's bubbly and it's bright pink. No, I don't want that.
because I don't drink a whole lot.
But if we get halfway through this shit and I'm still not funny, I may be drinking it.
Yeah, I threw out this other bottle of wine. I thought I had it, but clearly I must have tasted it and threw it out because I'm not a wine drinker like that. But anyway.
I do it for you at home. All right. I just need everyone to know that. I don't drink for me. I drink for y'all.
She drinks for the podcast so that we can be funny.
Someone had to do it.
All right. So on today's episode, we're going to be talking about some pretty heavy stuff, but some funny stuff as well. First, we're going to be talking about, of course, what's happened this week with regard to Breonna Taylor and the ruling by the district attorney. We're going to be talking about the ridiculous playground presidential debate that took place. Also, Trump has COVID. Yeah. And karma is something else. And yeah, and then we're going to be talking about some other stuff, but those are the main three topics that we're going to be talking about today. So we'll be right back after these messages. I just want to start off this podcast by saying that shouts out to Florida Agriculture and Mechanical University.
Oh my
Shut
God.
up. Shut up, you PWI goer. Anyway, so this week, October 3rd.
It's October 3rd.
Yes.
Do you know what movie that's from?
No. It's October 3rd? What is that?
First of all, did you hear me wheeze? It's
No.
from, oh my God, it's from fucking Mean Girls.
Okay, I saw Mean
on
Girls
October
like
3rd, he asked me
twice.
what day it was, and he goes,
I've seen that movie like twice. First of all, don't try to interrupt me when I'm talking about Florida A&M University.
Yeah, sorry.
So shouts out to FAMU, Florida Agriculture and Mechanical University, that sits on the highest of 7 hills. It is our birthday. It is the university's birthday. This university came about in 1887 by African Americans and has been around and established and is the greatest HBCU in the nation. All of us in HBCU world, we can, kind of rank on each other's HBCUs. When the PWIs do it, it's like, no, only we can rank on each other. So shouts out to FAMU. Happy birthday, FAMU. 1887. I was class of 2009 for my bachelor's and 2014 for my doctorate. Woohoo!
You graduated college in 2009.
Yes.
Do you know what I was doing in 2009?
What were you in 9th grade?
I was in 8th grade or 9th grade. What?
I was actually supposed to graduate like 3 years before that, but I played around.
Oh my God. You always put things in perspective.
Of how young you are or how old I am.
I just have so much life to live, I feel down
Maybe.
and out. We do this at the end. Would you call Sunday the end or the beginning of the week?
The beginning. No, I always feel like Monday is the beginning.
Right? So
Yeah.
end of the week, I'm tired. I'm like, oh, here I go. Another work week ahead of me.
Yeah.
This is my life. And then I come here and you're like, I'm ancient. I'm like,
Really?
I have so much life to
No,
live.
you're just infantile. That's all.
Just a child.
Pretty much. So shouts out to FAMU. Happy birthday, FAMU.
Happy birthday,
FAMU.
FAMU.
Thank you. Home of the Marching 100.
Home of the Marching 100.
That's right.
Not, we don't say that here.
If you don't disrespect us, then we are
would
not
never.
bisons.
I've made that mistake before.
Yes, we are not bisons. Thank you very much. All right, so let's get into it. So we got to always start off heavy, I feel like, just so we can get it out of the way. And have
Why
a
do you want to
to
start off light today? You want to start off heavy?
Let's just start off heavy now so we can just get it out of the way, and then we could have a pick-me-up at the very end.
I got some light shit to talk about.
What light shit? Like what?
Oh, you want to talk about it now?
No, I would rather talk about the heavy stuff now, and then we talk about the light
then
stuff.
I'm saving mine till the end.
Okay, cool beans. All right, so we're talking about the situation with the ruling by the district attorney of Kentucky. He is a certified Uncle Tom, and he is a disgrace to the African American race. And I don't care how you feel about it. So
She said what she said.
I said what the hell I said. So basically, this week, the grand jury that was investigating the Breonna Taylor case, for those that have been living under a rock and don't know about Breonna Taylor, it was a situation where the Louisville, Kentucky police department got a no-knock warrant. And first of all, they were at the wrong house, or looking for the wrong person and at the wrong house, because the person that they were looking for did not live there. Breonna Taylor, who was in nursing school and EMT, she was asleep in her bedroom. Her boyfriend was at the home as well. They basically busted through the door. Of course, the boyfriend was defending the home, and they shot and killed Breonna Taylor. And no arrest had been made. It has been this heavily politicized incident because the Louisville or Kentucky just refuses to basically serve her justice, and get justice for her and her family as well. So anyway, the grand jury finally decided to, or the DA finally decided to, what am I saying? He's not the damn DA. Today we're struggling. He's not the DA. He's the Attorney General.
He's the AG.
Why do I keep saying
Because you went to
district
FAMU.
attorney? First of all, I did, and FAMU was the university
District attorney.
No. FAMU is the school that actually breeds the most bachelor, master's, and doctoral degrees of any other school, black or white.
Interesting.
Exactly. So, yeah.
It's that easy, huh?
It's always people who go to the PWIs who are just a number and who are,
I mean, definitely.
skidding by that have so much to say.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm going to take this part out. I'll put in Attorney General so we can edit it. Anyway, so the grand jury that was investigating the Breonna Taylor case, they filed a motion. So basically what happened is the Attorney General would not agree to basically charge the police officer who fatally shot and killed Breonna Taylor. So what they ended up doing was he was like, oh, well, instead of charging you with her murder, we'll just charge you guys for wanton endangerment. Wanton, WANTON, which basically means we're going to charge you for shooting in the air and endangering the other neighbors in the drywall, which is sad. So anyway, even when they took the articles to the grand jury, basically he used the grand jury as an opportunity to cover up what really actually happened and to use the grand jury as a scapegoat. Well, the grand jury decided, listen, we don't want to be used as a scapegoat. You didn't even bring the correct articles. You never even said anything about this girl's body. You never even presented articles about her body. You only just brought articles about the fact that the police were shooting in her apartment just all willy-nilly and endangered the lives of other people. So in this case, the air and the drywall actually got more justice than Breonna Taylor did. So anyway, because of that, the grand jury, they filed a motion that basically said that the Attorney General, I don't even want to say his name because he's an idiot. Anyway, that he basically screwed them over, and they wanted the articles or the information from the grand jury hearing to be released. And a judge ruled that he needed to release them because it is, it should be public knowledge, and especially everything that's been going on with the protests and, all this kind of stuff. So basically he released the tapes, but he did not release the transcript to basically be petty. Because anytime you release, recordings, you're supposed to always release the transcripts as well too, because they need to cite you. And in the grand jury, obviously in any court proceeding, there's always transcripts that are available. So the fact that you decided to be stupid and petty and not release the actual transcripts itself and just say, oh, okay, well, you could just listen to thousands of hours of recording and then you could just pick out what you want to pick out. And it's like, well, no, this is a legal and binding, document. So it's just unfortunate that, this African-American man who, you would think skinfolk is kinfolk, obviously not. But the fact that this whole entire case, he has just been a jackass. I mean, he celebrated his engagement, had a whole engagement party while people are out here in the streets protesting. Like, what if this had been you? What if this had been your fiance? Well, his fiance is white, so that's probably why it wouldn't happen. Anyway, but still, what if this were your sister? Like, you're an African-American man. What if this is your mama who literally was asleep and got killed in her sleep?
Why did they say why they're at the wrong house?
Because they were looking for her ex-boyfriend. They were looking for Breonna Taylor's ex-boyfriend, who I guess was known to be dealing with drugs, or allegedly dealing with drugs. And so her and the guy were no longer together, I think, for a while. So they had the wrong address. So that's why it all ended up happening anyway. So
I don't know why I keep thinking it's like they were at the house next door situation.
Yeah.
They just had the wrong.
They have the address.
Whole wrong address.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And instead of them, like, I mean, first of all, any police officer comes into your, first of all, the fact that you did not knock, like that was the whole thing. It was a no knock warrant. So which means you don't even have to announce who you are. You just bust in somebody's door again.
I thought that was only for like the cartel and sex traffickers and
clearly it's
like wild shit.
It's for Louisville, Kentucky.
That makes a lot of sense.
And here's the thing. As a registered gun owner, I am licensed to open carry. I am also a concealed weapon license holder. I have several guns in my home. There is actually a gun.
And that's on the Second Amendment.
Thank you. And there is actually a gun that is sitting less than 3 feet away from me right now. If you walk into my house, I have an extra clip that's right there that holds 16 bullets in it. I'm going to empty both those clips on you. Let's be clear. I don't care who you are. And the fact that you didn't think that announcing yourself would have been a great idea, because here's what I do know about policing, right? I'm not a police officer, but here's what I do know. Let's just talk about from the movies. The movies always have.
Here's what I know from Hollywood, people. So listen up.
This is what I know from TV. Anytime you get ready to go and invade someone's house, you always send some partners cover the back. So why wasn't that used in this situation? You should have just had, like, if you thought that the person was there and that they were going to potentially escape, go to the back of the house or wherever. Like, I'm assuming this was an apartment complex, so he couldn't go to the back of nothing, obviously. So, I mean, the fact that you couldn't even just, knock, sheriff's office, this is your first and final warning. Please come open the door. So at least they could have opened the door and identified themselves or whatever. But the fact that you just bust in somebody's house like that, listen, none of my guns in my home have safeties on them for a reason.
No one is going to respond to someone busting through their door calmly.
Right.
Like, it's a very scary situation.
And that's a very fight or flight reaction.
Yeah, especially at night.
Thank you. And that the boyfriend, they were like, oh, the boyfriend shot 2 police officers or whatever the case may be. I'm surprised he didn't shoot and kill all of y'all. Like, but the fact that you busted in somebody's home, like, and didn't announce yourself and had a no-knock warrant, and you're just like, well, yeah, we were looking for a drug dealer, so we were justified. Like, what? And the fact that then there was proof that actually showed that even when they shot her and riddled her body with bullets, that she was still alive. And none of them called EMS. Then they lied about the whole situation, covered it up, tried to say that, oh, the boyfriend did something and, was saying, oh, no, her body, she's still at the apartment, blah, blah, blah. Lied to her mother. Her mother sat at the hospital for hours waiting on her daughter to get there when her daughter was dead in her apartment. Like, that makes no fucking sense. Like, none at all.
They knew they fucked up.
And what makes it even worse, there is no body cam footage whatsoever. Now, if you go into somebody's house in the middle of the night looking for someone else and you have no body cam footage, it's very clear. You went there for a specific agenda and you did not care. So, again, the district attorney, he's the biggest Uncle Tom. He might as well be in the same category as Terry Crews, or idiotic self. Talking about black supremacy.
The attorney general?
Yeah.
The district attorney.
What did I say?
You said the district attorney.
No, I meant to say attorney general.
You are living in a Law and Order episode. Get out.
I'm just so aggravated by it. It's
that
just,
man.
That coon, that's what he is. A certifiable coon is really what he is. But anyway, unfortunately, that is kind of where we are in this particular case. And again, just going back to even one of the other episodes that we put out, that again, African-American women continue to be the most unprotected species in this entire world. And to add insult to injury, the police literally went to the boyfriend, the current boyfriend or obviously the last boyfriend of Breonna Taylor anyway, and tried to offer him a deal to say that, yes, she was involved in like drug trafficking and drug, related activities and all this other kind of stuff. Like, we'll lower your sentence, or we'll try to help your case if you say that she was involved in this and take this deal. And he was like, hell no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And then some people think because, you know, her family settled with the city. It was a $12 million lawsuit that they filed. Well, I don't think they filed a $12 million lawsuit. I think they just filed a lawsuit, and that's what they ended up settling out of court with for $12 million. People were like, oh, her life was only worth $12 million.
No.
That wasn't what the settlement was even about. Like the settlement, it was literally a wrongful death settlement. The reality is that the statute of limitations on the charging the police officer for the murder is not up. And that's what people are fighting for. The fact that, you know, I mean, there was a black officer who shot and killed this white woman. Her family was awarded $50 million. $50 million. And Breonna Taylor's family is out here getting arrested every night protesting because the person who killed her in her own home is sitting here just drinking coffee, sitting at the house, you know, watching, you know, How I Met Your Mother. Who knows what the man watches? I don't know.
You painted a good picture.
It's just like, people are such savages. Anyway.
Speaking of savage and black women and the police. Meg Thee Stallion on SNL. Did you see her?
I did. And I loved her performance.
Same.
Yeah.
Did you see the Tory Lane smear campaign?
I don't think it was a smear campaign. I think it was a fact campaign.
No,
Fact.
him sending fake emails about stories about her.
Well, even the diss record that he made about her.
You couldn't listen to it. I already unfollowed him on Instagram. I know everyone's going to come for me. I already did it. I don't care about it.
Here's the thing. If you're trying to be vindicated in a situation, coming back and then naming specific black women in your songs in a derogatory manner, it's not going to get you anywhere. And the fact that he said, well, I released this diss track and this EP on my mama's birthday to give honor to my mama, as you're disrespecting African-American women.
He should have just been quiet.
What a way to say happy birthday, mom, in heaven. Fuck black bitches, but happy birthday, mom. Who is a black woman? To you. What the hell? Who, like, your mother is turning over in her grave, sir. Like, you're an idiot.
And he was out at the club. First of all, should not be at a club right now. We're in a pandemic. Second of all,
exactly, with no mask on.
He was out at the club without a mask on.
But you got so much to say in the studio. It's like you're making your case worse and worse. And then one of, I think, Megan Thee Stallion's ex-friends or former friends, she ended up commenting on social media, and she was just like, you know, the real truth is going to come out and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, there are times where Megan Thee Stallion gets like super pissy drunk and then she gets very aggressive. Listen, the reality is this man shot her. Now, if you get aggressive with me and you're drunk, okay, punch the person in the face, kick him in the butt. But the fact that you almost murdered this girl, like, oh Jesus, sweet Lamb of God, save
this year has been a real whirlwind.
I just like the justifications that some people have are just, it's insane to me. It's absolutely insane. Mm-hmm. So from one shit show to another.
So you did not watch the debate, no?
No.
Okay.
No.
I also didn't because politics makes me nauseous. But from what I've read and listened to and clips that I've seen, yeah, it was a shit show. It's insane. It was like from what I gathered, this was the time for Biden to be like, hey, I'm gonna close this out real quick. A bunch of undecided voters. Mm-hmm. Y'all already know this ain't gonna be too great.
Right.
Let me show you what I got.
Exactly.
And this was Trump's turn to be like, hey, y'all think I'm wild and I'm out here riding around, but this is my turn to just disrupt everything he needs to say so he cannot get his show on a row and just piss him off, and hopefully he'll pop off on me because he's popped off before. And that's all it was. Trump was just the whole time wouldn't let him get a word in, wouldn't let him get a thought through, wouldn't let him get his flow started.
Yeah.
And it was just back and forth the whole time.
I did see clips of it where they were basically just being 2-year-olds. And even the moderator, he was just like, hey, he goes, stop it.
I'm taking back
control. Yeah. And he never got it.
What is, like, you could even see Joe Biden, like, taking deep breath, like he was meditating.
Yeah.
He was
I think
standing up there.
Joe Biden was like, I'm doing everything in my power not to just come across this podium and just slap him in the face. And I mean, I did hear Joe Biden, saw when Joe Biden called him a clown. He was just like, you could tell he was so
That's what
frustrated.
he
He was just
wanted.
like,
That's all he
shut
wanted.
up, man. Just shut up.
That's
just
all he
shut
wanted.
up.
It was 2 kids. It was 2 kids.
It was 2 2-year-olds.
It was, you know, do you remember, did you have like school elections when you were younger?
Yeah.
Like just fake bullshit ones? It was like the reigning class president who
Yeah.
knew he was the cool guy and knew the other guy wasn't shit. And he was just up there to like fuck around and like he was going to say whatever he wants. And then
Yeah.
the new kid coming in who like really had a plan and he knows no one likes him, but he has things to say and he thinks
Yeah.
he's better. And the other kid was just like, yeah, fuck you. Like throwing spitballs at him, just trying to piss the other kid off.
Yeah, pretty much, because he already knew he was going to win. Yeah. Or he was trying, he didn't know whether or not he was going to win. So he just tried to do anything he could just to kind of, captivate the audience. One thing that I did take away, well, two very important things that I took away from this presidential debate. First of all, our country is going to hell.
Just
What did I
debate.
say?
It wasn't very presidential.
It wasn't.
The country's going to hell.
The country is going to hell in a handbasket. That's number one. And I will continue to say this. You mean to tell me that with all of these amazing people in this country, that this is the best we have?
No, because no one wants to be president. It's a shit job.
I mean, I would do it,
No, you wouldn't.
but I would fire I would spill
It's a horrible.
all the
It is a
You're
horrible
absolutely
job.
right. And I would spill all the beans. Listen, equality for all. We're going to all be in the same tax bracket. I'm a socialist. Yes, to a degree. It depends on
She
what
does
you
not represent the voice of this podcast.
Well, it just depends on what you want to be socialistic about. Socialistic is not a word. I just
so
made it
we
up.
can have selective socialism here in this
That's
country.
very true. I agree with that.
I just think there's no that screws people over. Capitalism screws people over.
Oh, there's no right answer for
there's
anything.
no right answer,
No.
and that's why everyone looks like shit after their
Yeah.
time in office. It's a horrible job.
It is.
No one who's qualified or would actually do a good job wants that job because they know how tied
Stressful
up it
it
all
is.
is in money and
Yeah.
secrets. You never win. There's always people that are stupid and wrong.
Everything is a conspiracy. But the biggest thing that I took back from what Trump said is that when they asked him about condemning white supremacy,
And he wouldn't do it.
okay, I want to play a clip from this. So, hold please.
I just think that was your time, man. This was the one
But why
thing
would
they
he
could've
do it
just-
when he literally
I
he
know.
called upon the Proud Boys and said, "Stand back and stand by, sir." And then
Yeah.
they tried to justify and say it was a word slip.
It was no.
So
they were
saying
like,
the word nigga is a word slip too?
they were like, what? Like, would you be okay with saying that you are against white supremacy and yada yada
was like,
yada?
well, what do you
he was
wanna
like,
call them?
yeah,
What do you wanna
yeah,
call
of
them?
course I'm with that. Well, they're like, okay, we'll say. He's like, well, what do you want me to do?
What do you want?
And they're like, we'll say
what do you
it
call
right
this
now.
group? So let
And
me
he was
let me
like,
play the clip
oh,
real quick. Hold
God.
on.
Tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland.
Sure,
Are you
I'm willing
prepared to
do that,
specifically
but
do it?
I
Go
would
ahead,
say
sir.
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see
Well,
peace.
then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it. Do you want to call them? What do you want to call them? Give me a name. Give me a
White
name.
supremacists and
Who would
white
you like me to condemn?
white supremacists and right
Proud
militia.
Boys, stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing.
FBI director
This is a left-wing problem.
white supremacist. Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you gotta be
not
kidding.
militia. That's what his
It's an idea.
FBI director
Gentlemen,
said.
Well, then you know what?
No, we're done.
Do you remember when the KKK? Someone fact check me. Pretty sure this is all accurate. Do you remember the KKK started using one of the Taylor Swift songs as their promotional song,
No.
theme song, basically?
Wow.
And she didn't say anything.
Really?
And
wow.
people were like, "Hey, girl, just so you know, this horrible, hateful group is rocking to Shake, Shake, Shake or whatever the hell it was." That's
yeah. It is the fact that
It's
you're
because
just
they
like,
know who's voting and they know who they're getting money
Yeah.
from and numbers from, and they're not going to do anything to screw it up.
well, the fact that you literally called out a known white supremacist, terrorist group. You literally said, well, what do you want me to call them? Give me a name. Give me a name. And both of them are like, white supremacists. And he's like, Proud Boys. That's a known white supremacist terrorist group. And you literally called them out and said, Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. So
Or
you're
I
getting
think
your troops
Biden
in order?
said Proud Boys.
But the fact that he even like Proud Boys is a real group.
I know.
And the fact that he told them to stand back and stand by, bruh, let's be just, Lord Jesus, save us all, please. Oh God, please save us. Well, here's the thing. Just on a spiritual note, Jesus did give us very clear instructions about how to fix all of this. Just saying.
The blood of Christ.
That is very
I've been
true. And
washed
he
in
said,
the blood.
if my people who are called by my name would humble themselves, turn away from their sins, I'll heal their land. That's all I'm saying.
And you already know that here in this house,
We will serve the Lord. That's all I'm saying. He gave very clear instructions.
cosmically, it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Absolutely.
We have a full moon coming soon, or we just had one and there's a new transit. There's a lot of stuff going on, but it'll
really is.
all, I think December, we're looking towards some better times.
December's going to be the end.
Better times meaning we'll all be gone.
Yeah, we're going to be like the dinosaurs. Have you ever seen that TikTok where the girl is like,
Meteor?
she's like, meteor? So, but hey God, what's up? Like, hey angel, did you make the dinosaurs, gave them more muscle like I asked you? She's like, yeah, I made them a meteor. Meteor?
Meteor.
Meteor?
I love the internet.
Oh my God. But yeah, that debate was, that every other country is sitting back laughing at us like
It was an embarrassment.
It was an embarrassment
Neither one
to
of them were
the world.
better than the. There was
They were
both.
just
It
both
was
bad.
dramatic.
They were both bad. And listen, North Korea right now is like, yep, I thought we were bad, but nope.
Like if you were watching that, you'd be like, this person, whoever wins this, is in charge of the button, that one button,
Yeah, definitely.
and the codes. They get the codes and the button. These people.
Listen, this is one of the reasons why, and I'm not ashamed to say it, this is exactly why I voted for Hillary Clinton. Not because I like her, but because I trusted her more with that button than I trusted this orange idiot. He can't even be trusted to have a civilized conversation. Even when Hillary Clinton and Obama were going back and forth, they gave each other time to talk. Even when Hillary Clinton and Biden were going back, not Biden, Bernie Sanders were going back and forth, they literally gave each other the opportunity to speak. When Trump and Hillary were running against each other, this idiot walked behind her the entire debate like a creepy dude trying to intimidate her. And I'm just like, can you please just be a freaking adult already and have a civilized conversation? You don't have to agree. But the fact that the moderator the whole time was just like,
He's like, and gentlemen, we're moving on from this topic.
right. I'm just like, oh my God.
They didn't debate anything. He just kept bringing up Biden's family, and Biden kept saying, actually, da-da-da-da, and trying to redirect everything,
Yeah.
and then not, I don't know.
This is all coming from the left. This is all coming from the left and Antifa. And just like Biden said, Antifa is an idea. It's not an actual like group. Like, shut up. Like, it's so annoying. But anyway, God is good, and
All the time.
And all the time, God is good. And here's the thing. Even piggybacking off of the debate, the reason why I
comes
say
back.
karma comes back, and
Karma chameleon.
y'all's
someone said.
chameleon.
Hey.
So yes, in this week's news, you guys is a wonderful president, because he ain't my president, actually was diagnosed with COVID-19. It's amazing that he even tweeted, the first lady and I have been diagnosed with COVID-19. Oh, you mean it's not the Asian flu? You mean it's not the Kung flu? Really? Oh, wow. So now you can call it by its proper name. What do they call it?
Say this about that. He knew that who's the first chick? They had that thing at the White House. He was like announcing Hoochie Coo. From that, they knew she had gotten COVID, right? As he's on his way to...
Are you talking about Kelly Conway?
No. Hillary. Oh, shit. There's a lady. They were
lady with
together.
COVID.
Then he went to a fundraiser. On the plane to the fundraiser, he got the call, hey, Hoochie Coo, she's positive. Then he still went to the fundraiser
Yeah, he
around
did.
all these other people. That's what's getting me.
Yep.
Because you really didn't give a shit.
Yeah, he did. And then what's so funny is they're just like, oh, his son Barron tested negative. His son is in boarding school. What are you talking about? He's not around his parents. Him and Melania don't even live together. I'm surprised she got it.
Well, I'm just like you're in charge of a government, the same government that's like, hey, if you feel sick, stay home. If you've been around someone with COVID, stay home. And his ass is like, but I'm trying to get this money.
No, he wants to drink bleach, and he's like, there's a disinfectant that we can drink along with the
and
UV
we're gonna have a
light.
vaccine soon. We're on to a vaccine.
Yeah.
We're on to a vaccine.
And now you've been transferred to Walter Reed, and all these, doctors are coming out just all fake and phony. Oh, the president is doing very well. We're just keeping him for observation. Okay, and somebody gonna leak his records. I'm gonna just tell you that right now.
8 out of 10 people in your age group that get COVID don't fucking make it.
You're 74 years old. You're obese. I'm quite sure you got heart disease.
With a T, you heard her.
You obese. Not ED. You obese with a T. Okay? And you're 74. I'm quite sure you got a touch of diabetes and high cholesterol. And you probably got a 20% chance of getting CHF, which is congestive heart failure. And you just, they can't break his fever. Yeah, you're headed on ECMO, buddy.
Ooh.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I do want to play this little clip from the debate where he called Joe Biden a fool for wearing a mask and saying, well, I wear a mask when it's necessary, when I need
That's
to.
why I'm so cautious about talking shit on this podcast.
Well, here's the thing.
Because then they'll be like, and here's Alyssa Fowler, replay.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we're not talking shit. We're talking facts. Because the fact is, COVID is real. And as a person who has been working with COVID positive patients since March of this year, y'all, when I tell y'all I'm so sick of COVID, I'm sick of ventilators, I'm sick of trachs, I'm sick of high flow, I'm sick of nasal cannulas, I am sick of ECMO, I am sick of cardiac pressors,
Wounds,
I am sick of wounds, I am sick of PT, OT, speech, the doctors, the whole medical system at large.
I'm sick of getting my temperature taken every damn time I walk into work.
I'm sick of obsessing over, do I have it? Do I have it? Oh, I coughed today.
My N95 busting.
Yes,
as
my
soon
N95.
as I try to put it on.
I was in a patient room. Thank God he was COVID negative last week, this past Friday, actually. I was in a patient room and I'm sitting there and he's on ECMO. We're getting him up to the chair and literally my N95 just pops. And I'm like,
And it feels like a gunshot to the head.
it really does. It's like, pow!
Every time. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, and I just stood there and I was like, do I leave the room and go find another N95 and have to go all the way down to SO1 in order to get another one? Or do I just stay here?
You gotta risk it.
And yeah, I was just like, he's negative. I still have on a face shield. I still have on the N95. The top part is still there. So you know what I did?
The seals broke.
Here's the thing what I did is this is obviously not the right thing to do. Don't do this.
Stapled it.
Oh, I got a piece of tape and I just taped the part on my chin.
Oh my God. I've stapled it. I haven't taped it to my face.
Yeah, I was just like, we're almost done. I'm already sweaty. I'm in a gown. I'm in a,
Yeah, so
I'm
the
already
tape's not
sweaty.
sticking because
No,
you're sweating. Great.
Definitely not. It's just adding another layer of bacteria there. So I do want to play this little clip where Trump called Biden a fool for wearing a mask.
Okay? You have to understand, if you look, I have a mask right here. I put a mask on, when I think I need it. Tonight, as an example, everybody's had a test and you've had social distancing and all of the things that you have to, but I wear masks when needed. When needed, I wear masks.
Okay, let me ask.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from me. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen. I will say
Vice President Biden, go ahead, sir.
Look, the way to open businesses is give them the wherewithal to be able to open.
So yeah, it's amazing that you laugh at one person and now you're in Walter Reed and Biden is older than you. Everybody's had a test. Everybody's had a test. Clearly you didn't because yours came back positive,
Remember
bro.
that time that you can test someone multiple times and you'll get multiple results?
Well, the reason why we have so many COVID cases is because they keep testing people, and the more you test people, the more COVID cases come out.
That's what happens.
Yeah, because that's a fact. Yeah, so karma is real. That's all I'm saying. The reality is when you sit here and you make fun and you make a joke out of something and you continue to dismiss what these brilliant scientists are saying to you and telling you how severe and how serious this disease is, and you continue to just disregard the facts that are present in your face, this is what ends up happening. It's like this should be the most humbling experience for him. And to be honest with you, people are talking about, on social media, there's a lot of people that are wishing death on him. And they're just like, oh, I hope he dies. And, the Simpsons, predicted his death, which they did. They did. And the Simpsons have been right about a lot of things. However, I'm not saying I want the man to die, but at the same time, Do I want him to know what it feels like to be on a ventilator so he would take this thing seriously? Absolutely. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not wishing it on him, but at the same time, I want you to be in a position where you are so humbled that this disease will bring you to your knees, just like it has thousands of other Americans, and not just Americans, but people across the world, because this disease has killed so many people, and you're making light of it and saying, the flu kills more people. You're absolutely right. But when we are in the middle of a pandemic and we are dealing with something that we don't know how to cure it, because everybody is still winging it. Let's be clear. Every physician is still winging it. There is not a cure yet for this disease. You are treating symptoms at this point. You cannot go and say, oh, I'm positive for COVID. Let me go get a shot. That does not exist. It doesn't exist. You don't even have a cure. You're coming out with a vaccine to prevent it. You don't even have a cure yet.
My favorite is, well, they're not dying from COVID. They're dying from,
pre-existing conditions.
because of, I was like, ugh.
People are so stupid. They're just like, well, they're trumping
I'm
up
like,
the
I'm
numbers.
sorry, but if I'm on a ventilator because I'm in respiratory failure, what gave me the respiratory failure?
Thank you.
I'm not dying from COVID. I'm dying because it screwed up all of my organs. I'm in multi-organ failure. I can't get off the vent because I got COVID.
People are so dumb. Like when people came out and were just like, oh, they're calling everything a COVID death. If you had a heart attack, they're calling it a COVID death. You know why they're calling it a COVID death, you freaking idiots? It's because you came into the hospital with freaking COVID. And COVID spiraled all these other issues. You already have diabetes. You already have, heart issues, high cholesterol, hypertension. This only exacerbates it. Let me just break it down for all you non-medical people out there, okay? Anytime you have a respiratory issue, which means you have a lung issue, you can't breathe. Guess what happens to your body? Your heart will work 10 times harder to be able to supply blood to your body, to be able to receive blood from the right side of your heart to your pulmonary system, back out to the left side of your heart to perfuse blood. This is why many people with COVID, they go into cardiac, they have cardiac issues because it's pulling on the heart. The heart is working 10 times harder to try to supply the same amount of oxygen, the same amount of blood, and it can't do it, and it zonks out. This is why people who have respiratory issues at some point may need to go on some kind of cardiac drugs, because your heart can't take it. Then you couple diabetes in there, which means delayed wound healing, which means delayed healing for the body automatically. I mean, then you get wounds, then you get septic, then you die, and you're just like, well, they died from a heart attack. And just like you said, why did they have the heart attack? Because they couldn't freaking breathe. Their heart was strained.
Because
the heart
they
gave
wanted to go out and have fun without a mask on.
Oh my God. People are just, y'all, I get it. Everybody's not in the medical field. I totally get it. I totally understand. Just Google it. Go on WebMD.
My thing is, I don't care if you don't believe in COVID. You're the president of the freaking United States. Just wear a mask when you're on TV. So
exactly.
People can think. And
it's all about lead by example is my point. If a scientist is telling you that masks are important and they're necessary, put on the damn mask. You just wear, like you said, wear a mask just in front of everybody. Even if you don't practice it at your own home, wear it on TV. So at least the population, the public will be like, you know what? The president of the United States, he's following the directions. Let me go ahead and just wear a mask.
See, that's how I know he's crazy, because if he really thought it wasn't a big deal, right? So I get like putting on this front and telling everybody on the news it's not real and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But you have all these highly paid people around you telling you the numbers. So you would be, to me, I'd be wearing a mask, not on camera, in my personal life, because I'm like, shit, out there I gotta pretend like it ain't a big deal, but like I'm here and I know the numbers.
But my thing is too, I won't even know what's going on with his Secret Service, because his Secret Service has been around. I hope that they weren't crazy enough to not wear a mask. You know, these people, there was this group of people that stormed this one Target and was like, oh, you guys are sheep for the slaughter, you're wearing a mask and blah blah blah, and I have a medical condition. What does it hurt?
It's not like they said, hey, you have to go out and buy this $75 mask with this super duper weird film on it and everyone has to wear it.
People are like, I can't breathe in a mask. Well, welcome to my world, because I wear a mask for 8 to 10 hours every single day. And guess what? I got to suck it up.
Remember the time I was giving people showers in 95s?
Very true. And I have a trash bag. I have a trash bag on me, plus gloves and a scrub cap. And I should have lost at least 100 pounds.
You're in a sweatsuit all day.
I'm in a sweatsuit. I'm literally like, the Missy Elliott. You know who Missy Elliott is, right?
Me?
Yes.
Oh.
No, the person sitting next to you. Yes, you.
So you're talking to Darren.
No.
Yeah, I know, Missy. Is it worth it?
remember-
Let me work it. Put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
The fact that that's the first song you come out and you don't even come out with any her other earlier songs. Anyway,
Like
so you
what?
remember the song "I Can't Stand the Rain" where she did the video with the trash bag? That is not Missy Elliott. That is New Edition.
Sunny day. I know the trash bag though. They're on a spaceship.
Thank you for tuning in to the first and final podcast of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Oh my God, it was one of her most iconic music
Yeah,
videos.
and they're on a spaceship. Or is that Janet Jackson? Shit.
Janet Jackson and Busta Rhymes are on a spaceship.
Okay. But I do know what you're talking about.
Yes, so she has a trash bag on. Right. So I'm saying all that to say that that's what I feel like every day that I go to work, except for I don't have any air in my trash bag. It's all stuck to me because I'm sweating like a fat pig. But
And
anyway.
then you rip it off and you have boob sweat and pit
Well,
sweat.
not only that, you take it off and all your sweat is just like pooling in your glove and it's freaking disgusting and you just feel like crap. But yeah, again, I don't wish death on the president. I don't wish death upon anybody, not even my worst enemy. But I do think that this needed to happen to really humble him and for him to really understand. And also, too, I think it was definitely God maybe making an example out of him as well to show everybody else in this world.
Anyone can get
Anyone
this.
can. You are not untouchable. Even those of us who work with COVID positive patients every day, we are not untouchable just because we are protected and have on all this stuff. Like any one of us can get it at any point in time. And for literally the leader of the so-called free world and his wife to be positive, and Melania is probably chilling at home like, yes, Lord, take him. And he just sitting here at Walter Reed. I don't care how much they say, oh, he's doing well, whatever. The reality is that something happened severe enough for you to be admitted. That's it.
A lot of our patients look all right.
Of course.
And then you walk in there and say hi and they go,
Thank you. You check their O2 saturation and it's like 72.
Like, you're not breathing, are you?
Yeah, they can answer all your questions. They can get up and move. And guess what? Their O2 sats are in the 70s, which they should not be. So I think this is a very humbling experience for him. And I pray that from this experience that he gains some type of wisdom or common sense to stop playing with this disease. And the fact that he took all the numbers from the CDC and now they're already reporting. And I mean, everybody's talking about everything else except for COVID. Like COVID does not still exist and is not still killing people. I literally lost a patient this week. And let me tell you how I lost this patient. Okay. This is going to cycle over to the rehab corner. So let's go to the rehab corner first before I bring out all this.
They tried to make me go to rehab. I said,
Go.
hey, yes, I've been bad, but when I come back, you'll
Go. Get your ass in that corner.
Hey, welcome to the rehab corner, everybody.
So here at the rehab corner, we're going to talk about a couple of different things. Number one, we're going to talk about how COVID is still real and killing people and how something happened that was sad but funny.
Just
at the
go
same
into
time.
it, girl. Don't even tell them about it. Just
so
go into
basically, so piggybacking off of what we were just talking about with regard to Trump having COVID and that it's still killing people. I had this patient this week. Actually, it was on Monday. My coworker and I, who's an OT, we go in the patient's room and, you know, of course, we check with the nurse. Any medical reason why we can't see this patient, blah, blah, blah. The patient's on ECMO. We go in the patient's room and we treat him for PT and OT, right? And the patient, he does well, he does okay, blah, blah, blah. We come out of the room and the nurse is like, hey, can you guys come over to the corner? And we're like, what's going on? Oh my gosh, you guys spill some tea? And she's like, did you all hear what's going to happen today? And we're like, no, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, they're going to withdraw care on him today. And we're like, wait, what? You talking about the patient that we just worked with? And she's like, yeah, I came in and the night nurse told me that they're going to withdraw care today. And I'm like, you didn't think to share that with us before we went in his room to see him? Like, why would we force him to do therapy?
Hey, buddy, know it's your last day on earth, but let's get up.
You got to get strong so you can see Jesus? Like, what the hell? And I was just looking at her
We're going to
like,
tire you out so when your family comes in to talk to you for the last time, you're completely wiped.
seriously. Like, I'm like, again, this man is on a vent. Like, why would you let us go in the room and you didn't tell us anything that was going on? And she's just, I thought you guys knew. If you had to pull us to the side to tell us, obviously we did not know. And literally the next morning that my coworker and I came in, the man was no longer there in the flesh.
And you were one of the last people he saw. What a horrible sight.
And the thing is, at one point he was just like, yeah, can I get back to bed? Like signaling, like, let's just return to bed. And we're like, no, come on.
We gotta
You gotta
push,
get strong.
sir.
We gotta push.
We gotta push.
And literally, I'm just like,
And that's why communication is important,
oh
ladies
my
and gentlemen.
God. This is, y'all, it's,
Not as bad as my nurse that told me that it's just part of his disease course. What did she say? It's part of his
it's part of it. Yeah, it's part of the disease
course. I'm like, I'm not, he can't,
It's just so annoying. Just, okay, so communicate, people. Just communicate. Just like when I said on the last episode how my patient, nobody told me the lady was blind, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh gosh, she's maybe had some kind of infarct. She needs a head CT, and the nurse is like, no, she's blind. And the chart said nothing about the lady's blindness. So yeah, it was, this week was a really weird week. Also too, in the rehab corner, my back went out this week, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it really did. That is the perfect soundbite because
did it go out while you were working with someone or before?
no.
Because mine's not gone out, but I pulled it when I
Yeah.
was working with someone, and that shit's the worst.
I've done that most of the time when my back goes out. It is because of just overuse, like when I am working with patients. But this happened at the stupidest time. So I have been going back to the gym. You know, I'm trying to, lose this weight, get this weight off me, and I've been going to the gym.
Get it off me.
Exactly. I've been going to the gym religiously for the past 2 weeks and every day. And so I had done this back extension exercise. You know, the one where you lay on a little thing and you can kind of dip all the way down and bend all the way down and you pull yourself back up.
No, I don't know what that is because it sounds painful and I didn't do it.
No, it's actually not painful because you can control it, but you just bend at your hips. Anyway, so I did the machine and I did like, I think 3 sets of something. And I was perfectly fine on Wednesday. Thursday, I go to work and I'm like, my back feels a little tired, but it's kind of okay. I'm gonna just deal with it. And then it's just started progressively getting worse and worse and worse. So I went to the gym because I was like, okay, if I go to the gym,
She's
I
like,
can
you know what
stretch
I
it out.
should do? Go back to the gym with my hurt back.
Exactly. And I did that and I tried to stretch it out and I was like, no, I think my back's like gonna go out. Like it's definitely gonna go out. So I only spent like 20 minutes in the gym. So I left, came home, and everything just hit me all at once. And I was like, God dang it. So then, actually, no, that's a lie. Let me go back. So,
Oh, she's lying.
well, what happened was I was getting ready to leave work. I'm sorry, on Thursday. On Wednesday, I did the exercise. Thursday, I was changing my clothes at work to get ready to go to the gym. So, I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and use the bathroom before I go to the gym, blah, 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 so I don't have to stop it while I'm at the gym and go to the bathroom. Well, I'm squatting over the toilet like we all do. Nobody sits on toilet seats. I know I don't, but whatever, especially not in public or even in some people's houses. Anyway, and so I go to pull my little drawers up, right? And I can't get back up.
Didn't you use the grab bar? There
There literally is a grab bar in there, and I had to hold on to the grab bar, and I was just like, yo. So I tried to, like do some little
when you take
back
the-
exercises and
You need a good deep breath out to sit and a deep breath in to stand.
Girl, listen, I needed something, and I tried to come back up, and I was like, oh, wait, something ain't right. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to the gym. I'm going to stretch it out. It's going to be fine. I woke up Friday morning, and yeah, I could barely walk, and I own a 2-story house, and I have 17 steps to get to my master bedroom. So the fact that I had to climb down 17 steps.
You should have just sat and scooted.
Listen, that was gonna be way worse.
You
That was
think?
gonna be way worse. Yes, definitely. It's always harder to go down the stairs than it is to come up because at least I can pull myself up with my arms versus when I'm going down, I have to control myself from just face planting on my stairs. So when I got in the car, it was perfectly fine. I got to work. I saw one of my coworkers. Shouts out to her. She's an amazing physical therapist. And she did got in there and got some of my trigger points out. And I just struggled the whole day on Friday. And I just told my supervisor, I was like, listen, I know I'm supposed to work the weekend. I can't even do it. Like I just need a day off just to just lay in the bed and do absolutely nothing. So yeah. I think it is a culmination of patience. But at the same time, I think it was, me trying to be this weekend warrior and work out. And I'm like, oh, I feel good. Let's keep doing it.
That's why I don't go to the gym.
Well, this is why I'm obese, because every time I go to the gym, something like this happens.
My thing is always like during a transfer that I probably shouldn't be doing by myself, but I think I'm a good therapist, so I can do it by myself.
Yeah.
And like in the middle of it, I can feel that my back is about to go, and I'm just like, it's you or me, sir. It's you or me.
Listen.
I got to throw your ass back on the bed because I'm not going to make it. And if I go down, who's going to get both of us up?
Seriously.
So yeah, I might have to ragdoll you for a sec, but you're going to make it. It's just hard when they're trached or on the vent because you're like, oh, shit, I can't throw you back.
Or if they're on ECMO and you're like, if you fall, I'm going to kill you.
There's
Literally,
also like
you're gonna
8
die.
other people in the room when they're on ECMO and you're like, oh.
Yeah. And the thing is, when they're on ECMO, everybody is already nervous that you're moving them on ECMO anyway. So if they fall, everybody's just never going to trust you again. You're going to lose your job.
You
You're gonna
have
lose
your
license.
foot up trying to get their feet and your hand over here. You're just trying to.
Yeah. You're just trying to figure out any way to keep them from the floor. And I'm telling you, on Friday, I told my coworker as soon as I came in, I was like, listen, we are going to struggle today together. I cannot help you. So if we have a patient that is total or max assist, I cannot physically help you. Like, you will just die by yourself because I promise you, I'm going to let the patient go. And thankfully, one of our patients who is a little bit more, requires a little bit more assistance, she refused us.
And thank God people did not want to get up with therapy.
And we literally sat in her room for 20 minutes trying to convince her. And I was just holding onto the bed like, oh, God, please just hurry up. Let's just get the refusal. Like, get out.
See, we can charge for that. So what the hell did you do?
I couldn't charge for it. So,
I'm always like, you don't want to do therapy, you say? Well, sit on the edge of the bed. Tell me about it.
So here's what my coworker did. She literally holds her hand doing stupid flexion and extension of the elbow. And I'm just like, really? She's like, that's active assisted range.
The little charge,
motion.
baby. I am
I had to do a
helping
patient
to
care note.
facilitate the cognitive processing of this hospital
I
experience
hate
for
OT.
you, and that's a billable charge.
I hate OT. I hate OT because they can charge for psychosocial, and we cannot as PTs. I hate that. So we literally spent 20 minutes in this lady's room trying to convince her, and she was so confused. And in my head, I'm just like, it's Friday.
You ain't got no job.
You ain't got no job. You ain't got nothing to do. And I was just like, I'm not going to argue with you on a Friday, lady. My back is burning because it burns when I stand in the same spot for long periods of time. And I'm just looking at my coworker like, she's told you no, like for the past 10 minutes. We don't need to go through this for another 10 minutes. Let's just let it go and move on. I get it. She's on ECMO. I don't care because you know why? My back is hurting.
She'll still be on ECMO on Monday.
Exactly. And then we go to see another patient. And so he was like, I was like, good morning. How you doing? Because I wasn't my usual bubbly self. And he's like, you look like you're struggling today. I was like, I am, sir, who's on ECMO. Yes, I am struggling because I threw my back out. I said, but guess what? Guess what doesn't matter? My back. But guess what does? You're still walking today. You're still going to get up out of this bed. And you're still going to walk the halls of the ICU. So,
dude, that's the hard part. Because even when it's Friday and you're just unmotivated and you're like, I just got to get through this day, you still have to go in there.
Yeah.
And people, it's always when you think like, I'm going to go get this refusal real quick. This person hasn't done anything all week. Mm-hmm. It's my Friday. Let me just knock it out. And you go in and they're like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to go.
Yes, I'm ready to do therapy. And you're like
son
God
of
dang it. Yeah.
You're like, every other day, sir, I come in here and try to get you to do one thing. And you say, no,
Right.
no, right now. My show's on, da-da-da-da. But today, when I'm like, hey, I have things to do.
Yep.
I'm not feeling too hot.
Absolutely.
I'm a little tired. This guy's like, what are we going to do today?
Yeah, it was definitely a struggle. A lot of the nurses staff was just like, Monica, why are you walking like that? And I'm like, because I cannot walk upright. I can't walk upright.
It's all an act. She's being dramatic.
No, I was struggling, and I just anything I dropped on the floor on Friday. First of all, I want to apologize to EVS right now because I kept dropping a lot of stuff, and I was just like, I can't bend down and pick it up. I can't, so I just kept trying to scoot it every other place.
Have you seen that video on social media? And it's like normal people, and she gets ice out of the ice box, like the ice maker part, and the ice falls on the floor. She kicks it under the ice box, and she goes psychopaths, and the ice falls, and they pick it up and put it in the sink.
Yeah.
That's me. I pick it up and put it in the sink.
No, I definitely was just like, I'm sorry, can you pick that up for me? Can you pick that up?
Oh,
for
you're
me?
that girl?
Well, the thing is, I kept telling our coworker, I was like, I'm going to buy you a massage because I physically can't help you do anything. Like, I was trying to set up the chair, and then like the nursing staff was
You were the one pushing the chair?
I pushed the chair, but the patient wasn't in it. It was an empty chair, which was great. Because I was like, if I'm walking
I'm
with
saying that's usually someone else's job. You were pushing the chair?
I was, and I let OT
You
ambulate
did
the patient.
I'm sure you did.
I
I'm
did.
sure you did.
I did. And then we had this one patient who was just, oh my God, I was just not in the mood. And so I had to use tip-top manipulation. And I was like, he was like, can I just be pushed back to the rest of the way to my room? And I'm like, no, you walked all the way back to your room yesterday. I'm not going to compromise with you, and you are not going to slack off. He was like, no, but I didn't walk all the way back. I was like, yes, you did. You're confused. You walked back. The man did not walk back the day before. But I didn't
Maybe
care.
listeners of this podcast don't know what ICU delirium is. But patients don't know what the fuck is going on because they're stuck in a room. The lights are on and off at weird times.
Yeah.
They're just sleeping. The windows suck. It's facing another building. They get confused. And this woman
Yeah, I took advantage
starts
of that.
lying to these patients. You're so mean.
I did. So my coworker says, Monica, you know he didn't walk back yesterday. I was like, I don't care. I didn't listen. He was gonna walk. He needed to do more. It's fine. He was able to do it. And then the nursing staff joined in with me and was just like, yeah, you walked back yesterday.
Complicit, even worse.
So of course, all of us made him seem like he was crazy because I was like, dude, I'm leaning on this chair. Like I don't need you to sit in the chair because I can't.
She's
push
like,
you
you
in
have
the
to walk
chair.
all the way back. I
Yeah.
need the chair. I know you're on life support, but
Yeah, but here's
I
the
need
thing.
it.
It was beneficial for him because he walked 30 more feet than he did the day before, which is what, ladies and gentlemen? Progression.
Yeah, OT's gonna have to spend an extra 30 minutes with him on
Yeah.
Monday just to process the lying that you did.
He was just like, I didn't walk back to my room yesterday. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
He's probably
Yeah, you
writing
did.
it in his reflection journal. He's like, I could have sworn that I didn't walk that far.
Listen,
I think the nurses are lying to me.
Listen, sometimes you got to lie to your patients in order for them to do what they need to do to appease yourself and your body. So, yeah. And that's anything else on the rehab corner this week? What's happening to you in rehab this week?
Oh, nothing. Friday was the day that I was like, bare minimum. Everyone's getting it because we
Yeah.
just, if you want to work, you'll work. And if you don't, you don't. So I had that patient who was a double
Yeah.
and I'm only a one person.
Right.
And I went in there and I said, sir, actually, no, I wanted to talk to nursing first because
Yeah.
that's what you're supposed to do. And I said, can I see
Right.
this patient? Yeah, all he wants to do is sit on the edge of the bed. And I said, oh, I'm going to stop you right there. It's only me. Not super safe. I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Was
She's
he like a 2-person assist?
oh yeah.
Oh,
Like
wow.
when I, nothing going on in the legs. And once we get to the edge of the bed, not a whole lot going on in the arms. And our trunk's
wow.
coming.
Oh,
he
God.
is involved, right?
Yeah.
Super nice. Whatever. And she's like, welcome to our world. We never have help. And I don't know why I let that get under my skin. A normal person would have
Yeah.
been like, listen, nursing is a very hard job and they
Yeah.
don't have a lot of help all the time and they have to move patients and transfer patients and they're not very proficient in that and yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
No. Me, I was like, fuck that. You think I can't get them up? We're going to sell it, blah, blah, blah. So I went in
Is that
there.
a dare, ma'am? Is that a dare?
So I
You
was like-
double dog dare me?
I was just like, had chip on my shoulder and I walk in. I was like, sir, what's up? Arm exercises? Because it's just me today.
Arm exercises? Just
And he
the
was
arms.
like, oh, like he can't, first of all, he can't hear for shit. You have to write things on a dry erase board.
oh, not even if you go all the way up to his ear and scream?
So the first day I screamed in his ear and he could hear. And then
Yeah.
after that, the wife has been like, no, he can't hear, Whatever.
I was gonna say maybe you blew his ear,
Blew his ears out.
the last bit of eardrum.
I've
that he
been
had
known to blow an ear out. And so he's like, all I want to do is sit on the edge of the bed. I was like, ugh.
Of course you want to participate.
He's
today.
like, my back hurts so bad. And I just want to sit on the edge of the bed. And I didn't see anyone assigned for PT.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you that too. Like,
Because my
where was the
go-to was
PT?
always like, hey, PT's coming later.
Yeah,
so,
pretty much.
You know what? We'll just wait on them. No one was assigned. I don't know what's going on. And I was like, listen, we're going to try.
Yeah.
And if it's not working and we get halfway and it's just not happening today, you're going back. We're going to
Yeah.
do arm exercise. We're brushing your teeth and washing your face. And
Yeah.
we're calling it. He's like, okay. So and he has, the hard part is he has spinal precautions. So I can't just chair
yeah.
mode him or anything. That
you
was
can't just flop them all around.
I can't just flop them all around.
Yeah.
So I try as I might.
Mm-hmm.
That man mustered every ounce of strength he freaking had, which is not a lot. We're sitting at the edge of the bed. Well, I can't do anything else with him
Yeah.
because I have all hands on him.
yeah.
And so I'm trying to write things on the dry erase board so he knows what the hell's going on or what I want him to do because I need him to like sit up. It was just a freaking mess.
Yeah.
I keep dropping the markers for the dry erase board on the floor.
Maybe you need OT services.
I needed OT. So I was
Yeah.
sweating because these I'm wearing the gown, I'm wearing the
Oh,
mask and the
gosh.
shield.
That's horrible. So did you get to the edge of the bed?
We did get to the edge of the bed,
Okay.
and we
How long
stayed
did you
there
stay
for
there?
a long time because I couldn't call for help.
Really? Oh, wow.
I had no hands. Had no hands
Yeah.
to call for help.
So how'd you get him back in the bed?
I called for help. Yeah, a visitor came.
You're like, please, somebody help me. This is one of the reasons why, that is precisely the reason why anytime in the ICU, I never pull the curtain. I never close the door because if I need to yell, I need you to see me struggling so you will run quickly. And one of my coworkers who I'm always co-treating with, and she knows who she is because she's going to listen to this podcast. Every time we come in a freaking room, she always wants to close the blind. Oh, give the patient
loves
privacy.
OT.
And I'm like, no.
I'm the same way. I'm like, however I can make you feel the most comfortable in this shitty situation, I'm going to do it.
Psychologically, when you pull that curtain, the room gets hotter. It sucks all the air in. I don't know why. All the little creases and crevices of the slider doors. You lose all of that. So I'm like, no. People need to see these patients moving because they'll swear, oh, PT and OT didn't come by. No, they won't say OT. They'll say, PT didn't come by. What do you mean? PT wasn't here. No. I need all of y'all at the nursing station to see me struggling with this patient. Plus, again, if I need to call for help, you can see
I've never been happier to see a family member in my entire life. And then I was like, okay, take the dry erase board.
Yeah.
Take it. Start writing shit down. Hit the call button.
Let's toss that on the floor.
Because I just needed someone to get the back so he didn't just flop back. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
It was rough though. I was sweating. And after that, I was like, no one's getting anything. Well, after that, I had one more patient who had refused multiple times. The policy at the place where you work is you get 3 times of therapy coming in there and saying, hey, my happy face, hey, let's work, let's do it, let's get up. You say no 3 times and you're off caseload.
I always give them one chance. I'm so serious. I give them, listen, I will never take therapy from someone else and waste my time coming in here to see you. If you have made up in your mind and said in your faculties, I am not going to participate, you will be dropped from my service that same day.
So I'll give you 3 because that's what I was told to do. I'm also nicer than you.
Yeah.
This lady's name, it says refusal times 2. I'm like, there's no way, dude. Easy third. This is me.
The third one.
This is me walking in and saying, hey, lady, it's now or never.
Right.
This time or nothing else, right? Okay. After I've just spent an hour with this man who took every ounce of my energy.
On a Friday.
I walk in, blanket over her head, not doing anything. She's ignoring me. Oh, my head, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, I'm just letting you know. This is your 3rd time saying no, so we really want to work with you. But if you're not going to get up and work with us today, then we're not going to see you on caseload anymore. The PCA from the next bed who has nothing to do with this patient and is sitter for her neighbor, comes over, gets the blanket, rips it off of her, and she goes, you've been asking to get up out of this bed all morning, and she is here to help you do it, and you're getting up with her. And I was like, God.
Like, mind your business.
I was like, oh. I hate when people make me do my job.
Oh, my God.
So she's like, okay. And I was like,
Like, we were almost there. We almost had the 3rd refusal. Like, go sit down.
Also, this lady's like, standby assist, right? We just haven't seen her, and she had some stuff she needed to work on. So I knew it would have been fine. But I was like, damn.
PCAs. Mind your business.
Seriously. I was like, mind your
business.
patient who's trying to escape and thinks she's at a track race.
Exactly.
Don't mind her.
I hate when I'm trying to like convince a patient to work with therapy and someone else jumps in it. Shut up.
Dude, because
Shut up.
You know exactly what to say and how to say it and when to say it.
Exactly.
You have your spiel and you have it and you know whatever. And so when people come in, you're just like, listen, I knew I could push this until the afternoon and see this person here.
Right.
And if I don't have to see this one here and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. And then you're going to make my patients shut down because you're coming at them all aggressive and they don't need that. Like, or it's Friday at 2:30, okay? And I was about to get the 3rd refusal.
Or
mind your business.
Or I know this patient could really just benefit from PT, but I need to try to see them. But I also have a lot of other people to see, so I'm going to ask them, but I really need them to just work with PT later.
Or sometimes you just walk, before you even walk in a patient room, you're just like, Jesus, please let them refuse. Let them refuse, let them refuse, let them refuse, please do that. And I always say, too, on a Friday, I'm like, any hesitation is a refusal. So if you take too long to respond yes or no to working with me,
it's always the C diff rooms.
Right.
I walk up and see that orange contact paper, and I'm like,
and those are the people that always want to walk. And you're just like, as soon as you walk in the room, they're just like, are we getting up and walking today?
Like,
how many bowel movements had you had today? You've had like 13? No. Can I just put a brief on? You can't go in the hallway, sweet child of God. You can't. You're spores. You can't. Okay? You're going to infect everybody else. No. And they're just like, I really just want to get out of this room. I know you do, but you're in jail right now. You're in C. diff jail. You can't get up.
And it sucks because you're like, damn.
And then as soon as you get them up, you're like, let's just walk in the room. As soon as you get them up, what is the first thing they do? Shit on the floor. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, this is exactly why I said edge of bed exercises. Because they're going to poop everywhere. And then I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Your sphincter doesn't work right now. So There's no
No
need to
amount
be
of
sorry.
apologizing.
Yeah, your butthole is just loose. You can't control it. You have C. diff.
And that's why I had an attitude before coming in this room, because I know it's not your fault and I know it's my job, and I'm still annoyed that I have to be in here smelling this shit. It's hot as hell in every C. diff room. You have on the gown, the shield, the mask.
God. Listen, everybody out there that's listening to this podcast, please pray for your medical professionals. We are not okay. We're not okay. That's all I'm saying.
We were so not okay. We started an entire podcast.
God, because we are not
Because
okay.
we're not okay. Pray for us.
Yeah. It's, oh, goodness. Yeah.
All right, you want to talk about something fun?
Yes.
Let's talk about something fun. So,
Darren.
and cop
That was
that.
a long pause.
It's because I don't want to ask you, do you care about? Because I know you don't, but I need to talk about it
What? Why do you assume that I don't care about something?
because it's a correct assumption.
what?
Kardashians, Kardashians, you know them?
Yeah.
You good friends of theirs?
No.
Okay, you don't have to be. Do you? You probably don't follow them on Instagram, but Chloe just posted this video of her, like they're at home, and it's True. All those babies are so beautiful. First of all, but True's like painting pumpkins with Chicago. They're having a good time, and who's sitting there? Tristan Thompson playing daddy.
I
I
don't subscribe to that circus.
just, I love to. You know what? Anyone who wants to be a good dad,
Yeah.
be a good dad.
Absolutely.
But I'm just like, damn, we keep doing this.
Yeah.
I just feel like if someone cheated on me that much and made me look like an idiot that much, I'd maybe not put them on social media.
Listen, he can post those pictures on his page. I would not post those pictures
That's
on
what
my
I'm
page.
saying.
And if I did post a picture, he will be cropped out.
Just a hand.
Yeah, or his knee, because I saw him sitting at the little table, the little table with his tall self.
Dude,
I'm like,
huge.
what is that little black knee in the picture? Don't worry about it. Mind your business.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I was just like, girl.
I mean, it's good that they can co-parent, for
I
the,
think they're
for the
doing
sake
more
of their
than
child.
co-parenting right now.
Well, baby mamas and baby daddies have a special relationship sometimes. It's dysfunctional, but it's a special relationship, I guess.
I don't know. I still subscribe. I can't get enough of it. And then
Because
Bethany.
you like drama, that's why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bethany Frankel. Yes.
Yes, I know her,
Housewives.
absolutely.
Did you see what she said about Stormy?
Oh God! Oh, with the what is it? Hermes bag or some kind of bag? What does she have?
Are
She
you
had a book
having
bag.
a stroke?
No, she had a hair.
She had a backpack. What the
Backpack.
hell's a book bag?
A book bag is a bag that you put books in.
Okay, she had a backpack.
What's a backpack?
Pack for your back.
Same thing as a book bag. A bag for your
No.
books.
I don't know why we're having so much trouble with this right now, but we'll circle back.
Alyssa and I are struggling just this whole podcast, if you can't tell.
Yeah, so basically Bethany Frankel commented, Stormy had her first day of school. I'm all about Stormy.
Wait, how old is this child?
I want to say 3. Let's
Why?
call it 3.
What school is she in? Is this
Preschool?
daycare? Preschool
Preschool?
starts at 4.
Then she's 4.
Okay.
When was Stormy Webster born?
Of course, you're gonna ask Siri.
How old is Stormy Webster?
Stormy Webster is 2 years old.
She's 2 years old. What
kind of
school is she
school?
going
And why
to?
does she need a book bag? She probably doesn't even know how to write yet. Like, what the heck?
February 1st. Is she a Pisces? No.
Why do we care?
Wow. January? The end of January is Aquarius. She's an Aquarius?
So Alyssa loves to do these moon, earth, wind, water, Captain
Alyssa
Planet.
loves Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, wind, fire, Captain Planet. The power is yours.
Thundercats. Anyway, she's great. I love Stormy. I stand for her. She's wearing a cute ass little backpack with her freaking little hair slicked back.
You're obsessed with this child. That's
She's
dangerous.
so stinking cute.
Okay.
And Bethany Frankel was like, basically, this is ridiculous. She's wearing a $12,000 backpack. We are in the middle of a pandemic. How can you flaunt your wealth like this? And I'm like, on one hand, yeah, is it excessive?
get it.
Probably. On the other hand, this woman is a billionaire.
She's a billionaire.
She's a freaking billionaire.
What is $12,000 to her?
Not a
dollar?
goddamn thing.
She puts it on her baby who's
She's
never going to
a
wear it
billionaire,
again.
and the daddy also has his. Oh,
Alyssa's earphones came out. But here's the thing. Bethany, you're... what? Oh, it came out of there. I was like, what? Alyssa's having some technical difficulties with her Beats by Dre over here. We're not sponsored by them. I wish we were, but anyway. Yeah, Bethany Frankel has money as well. She has wealth. So, I mean, I
yeah.
get
I don't know
what
what
she's
her
saying.
crusade is, but I'm just like, first of all, y'all all have money like no one else
Seriously,
does. Second
like,
of
how-
all, it's all perspective. Like, I'm sure when you have that much money, it's kind of like even now having a little more than like middle class money. You buy a backpack that's like $100, a North Face backpack for $100, and other people would be like, you know, wow, that's so much money on a backpack.
I am other people because I would never spend $100 on a North. No, I don't own anything North Face related.
Okay, I have a
North
North
Face
Face
is
backpack,
very
and I did spend
expensive.
$100 on it, and I love it.
Now I can go to Target and look at their backpack section and be like, I don't care about the price of the Target backpacks because they're not going to be any more than $30.
Listen, different strokes for different folks. If I'm a billionaire who is spending $250,000 on purses for me, what's $12,000
for a baby
for
bag?
my?
Yeah.
And Christina Milian jumped to her side, of course, and was
Jump
like,
to whose side? Bethany?
No,
Oh.
she jumped to
Kylie?
Kylie's side and was like, "Girl, she's a billionaire. That's nothing to her."
But my thing is even too, like I get what you're saying, but it's not like she was flaunting. Was she flaunting the bag? What was the caption of the picture that Kylie Jenner posted? Because I think it maybe it's all in perspective of what she said. Because if she just posted a picture and said, "Oh my God, it's my daughter's first day of school," and you noticed that it was a $12,000 bag, then that's your issue.
And that's also privilege on you. Who the hell could notice that it's a $12,000
Exactly.
backpack unless you knew what a $12,000 backpack
You
looked
probably
like?
tried to buy one for one of your kids. The fact that you knew it was a $12,000 bag, because I'd have been like, I wouldn't even care about the bag. I'm like, why are you sending your 2-year-old to school? Mm-hmm. And it's not school; it's daycare.
Yeah, I can't.
But don't
believe
you have a nanny? Why is she going to school? Whatever. People listen.
Maybe they want her to.
Do what you do, people. She got enough cousins. She got social interactive skills.
They could have their own daycare.
Seriously. Just
Okay,
put
wait.
all of them together.
Let me find this post.
Yeah, I would like to know what the caption said, because maybe something that the caption said made her feel like she was flaunting a $12,000 bag on a 2-year-old.
I wish.
Plus, it's nobody's business. That girl, like, I get it with unemployment. Here's the thing with unemployment. Let me just say this while you're finding that. Unemployment is not what's happening right now. Let me tell you why. I had a half day of work this week on Tuesday. Wednesday. I went to Home Goods, people. Home Goods. I was like, you know what? Let me just see what kind of home decor stuff they have. I wanted some more candles. And I was like, I'm just going to go to Home Goods. I got off work at 11:45 a.m. Okay, Central Standard Time. By the time I got to Home Goods, it was 12:15. Home Goods was packed. I stood in line for 25 minutes. And I was like, aren't we in a pandemic?
I feel that
why are
way
y'all spending
every
this much
time I'm
money?
out and there's traffic. I'm like, I could have sworn that the world was shut down.
But wasn't it just 30 million people applied for unemployment? Why are you at the Home Goods?
And didn't it run out was the problem?
Thank
or
you.
it was going to stop in July?
That's what I thought too. So where did you get money for Home Goods? Home Goods ain't even expensive, but I'm just saying, your priority shouldn't be Home Goods. I'm an essential worker who has not stopped working, and I'm grateful for my job. Let me have the Home Goods to myself on my half day. That's what I'm saying.
So it was the...
I am not making light of unemployment. Unemployment is real. There are people who are out here that
Yeah.
are struggling. So before you even make some stupid comment in the comment section, shut up.
It's this cute ass video of her. She's just jumping around.
Okay.
And Travis is there.
What did the caption say?
The caption says, "First day of school, black heart, note paper with writing and a pencil."
That's literally what the caption
That's
said.
literally what it says.
And Bethany Frankel decided to...
She said, "I never say." Oh, she might have posted this on Us. So Us Weekly reposted that video.
Yeah.
And
So Kylie Jenner never addressed or said anything about the bag or the 12 or how much it
no,
cost.
Kylie Jenner wasn't like, "Look at this cute little bag I just bought for my 2-year-old
She was just
daughter."
focused on, this is her first day of school. We're just proud it's her first day of school.
So, oh God, if I do that one more freaking time.
Alyssa, you have headphones
know.
on, sweets. They're not wireless. They are, but not for
I
this
know.
soundboard.
So then Bethany Frankel said, "I never say anything about this, but you know,
But I'm going to go ahead and say something.
this is a humble brag. It's a $12,000 backpack." I don't think it's a humble brag. She wasn't like, "Look at this cute little backpack I just picked up."
It's 12 grand for the little price.
She
of
was
12
like,
grand.
"I'm excited. This is my first baby.
Yeah.
It's her first day of school. She's styling as hell." Also, they live in freaking Calabasas. Everyone has backpacks like that.
But my thing is, why is that your business that she decides to buy a $12,000 bag for her child? And why do you feel like it's bragging? Because you can't afford a $12,000 bag? Like, why are we even bringing up how much the bag costs when the preface of the post was about her daughter starting school? And then you said there were cars in the background?
Yeah.
What kind of cars were they in the background? I'm quite sure they were luxury vehicles.
One looks like a Range Rover. One looks like something very nice. And then there's a Lambo in the back.
Right. So you skipped over the Lambo that costs $1 million, but you're going to focus on a damn $12,000 bag?
And the like 6-car garage she's in front
Thank
of.
you. Bethany Frankel, get a life. please get a life. Worry about your wine and who you gonna fight next on the Housewives. And I actually actually I don't. Whatever.
She's skinny girl, right?
Yeah, skinny girl something. Yeah, but just stop. The girl was focusing on her baby. The girl has a jet. Okay, a $12,000 bag is not a humble brag. And as a billionaire, it is not your job or responsibility to make other people feel better or worse about their money. Like, she can't help that she's a billionaire, but she shouldn't feel bad about what she has and the accomplishments that she has because someone else is unemployed. Like, what?
What is 1 billion minus 12,000?
Okay, don't ask me no math. You already know that's
I'm
not
just
my
saying,
forte.
So that's my Kardashian drama.
But even for Bethany Frankel, ma'am, you have money. So when you walk past a homeless person, isn't that humble bragging?
True.
Just walking past them with a wallet?
What a humble brag.
Yeah, because you got a home to go to and they don't? Mm-hmm. Shut up, Bethany Frankel. Shut up. Shut up. And that's my TED Talk.
I like it. Waka Flocka is now a doctor.
Yes, he
Go
is.
Joaquin. But it was also, okay, so he got a...
Is that his real name, Joaquin?
It is now?
No.
I'm pretty sure it is, unless it's spelled or like said weird. Isn't it Joaquin?
Never know. I thought his name was Waka Flocka. I'm kidding. I know that's his
Oh,
station
that
name.
would make Joaquin Waka Flocka. I'm onto something.
Maybe.
I swear that's his name.
Yeah, I heard he got his doctorate in
Philanthropy and humanitarianism.
Nism. Yeah.
But it's an honorary. So I just need to know what he did to get an honorary doctorate.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so he got an honorary doctorate.
Yes, no coursework.
Okay, so that's not a doctorate. Okay.
Ooh.
Wait.
I didn't
sorry.
realize. I'm sorry. I struck a
No.
struck a chord.
You didn't strike a chord, but I have to say this. So when you get an honorary doctorate, most of the time you don't have to do anything for it. You come and you're the guest speaker at a commencement ceremony. And then they present you with this award like, oh, you have an honorary doctorate. Just like Diddy and some of these other people, like Angela Bassett actually did coursework to gain a doctorate degree. I'm just going to say this, and I don't care what you feel about it. To me, people who have worked for a doctorate degree, because I have one, let's be clear, the amount of work that you have to do for a doctorate degree is not in comparison to speaking for 20 minutes at a commencement and then you just have this plaque and say, call me doctor. Because I was trying to figure out, I was like, wow, he was really in school. Like, that's amazing. Because even Shaq got a doctorate, but he actually went to school and did coursework. So I kind of got to take that back that I'm like, oh, he's Dr. Waka Flocka. You're not. Because had you never spoke at a commencement or whatever, then you wouldn't have it. But if you did coursework, sir, congratulations. But if you didn't,
I want to say he didn't. He also says, quote, I learned so much from Tupac, Nas, and Master P. I thank God for them.
Oh my God. Yep.
It's honorary for sure.
Yeah, if it's an honorary, you didn't do no coursework. So it's not official and you can't take it nowhere because I don't care how many people give you an honorary doctorate. You still can't go and practice whatever humanitarianism. I mean, you can practice that.
How do you practice? I mean, doesn't he practice philanthropy? Surely he gives to something somewhere. Cars to the homies.
I mean, for tax purposes, there are a lot of wealthy people that do philanthropy work.
I could be a philanthropist. I donate.
You better be a philanthropist.
I'm a philanderer.
You crazy, but you better be because for tax purposes, you can get your money back. That's all I'm saying. You think Oprah out here giving cars because she like people? Tax write-off. That's all I'm saying.
He was celebrated for the charity work he's done over the years. He took to Twitter to declare that he would be dedicating his life to mental health advocacy, suicide prevention. I guess his brother died from suicide.
Yeah, his brother did commit suicide.
So you know what? That's a good thing. I'm gonna give it to him. You're not a doctor.
Yeah, but I'm not calling you
Dr. Flocka.
No, definitely not. But congratulations on your honorary doctorate. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So that's my TED Talk number 2.
That was also a good
podcast.
one.
Yeah. So what else has been going on in social world, social media?
Savage Fenty show. Did you see it?
Ooh, I did not because I didn't know it was coming on, and I don't have cable, but I did see clips.
I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Was it? Yep, and I have Amazon Prime. Sorry,
Laura
Rihanna.
Harrier 8, Lizzo 8, Combs, Justin Combs. Which Combs was it? Justin? Does that seem good to you? One of the Combs boys 8.
Probably Sean. No,
that's
what?
Diddy. That's Brother Love. No.
Oh yeah, his name is Justin. This is why Alyssa
Prince.
does this
It was
part.
Prince. No, shoot.
Who's Prince?
Because Christian. That's what I'm trying to say. It was Christian. Because
Which one is Christian? Is that the
because
elder
Justin
Barge?
calls himself. Christian calls himself Prince Combs.
It's
and
one of the
calls
Diddy
himself
boys.
King Combs.
Who?
And then Quincy's just Quincy because his
I was
daddy's
gonna say, who's
not.
the one that looks just like Puffy?
Oh, that's Justin.
Justin. Okay, so he was not in it.
So
No, it was him. I don't know.
So
watch
Prince, the one who calls himself Prince, is Justin.
Okay.
That's the light skin one. You're talking about.
Oh, that's what you call it, mom.
Christian.
I mean, son. His mom is
Not that. So remember,
Yeah.
Kim had Quincy, which is
Yeah.
his daddy is the other guy,
El DeBarge.
El DeBarge.
Yes.
And then this one that I'm gonna show
Yes,
you.
yes, yes.
I don't know how we got here, but
Yeah. Well, you were bringing it up. One of the Papa Diddy Pop's sons.
so it's because one on Instagram is Prince Combs and one's King Combs, and I get confused. But this is the one that was in the Fenty show.
Yes, that's the one that looks just like
Christian
P. Diddy Pop,
Combs.
Papa Diddy Pop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But they all look so good. Rihanna looked so good.
When does she ever look busted? Never.
Never.
Rihanna never looks busted.
Dude.
Even
actually,
if she's in sweats, she never looks busted.
She just looks good. It's a look.
Yeah.
That
Who else was in
happened.
it?
Willow.
Is that the picture that's kind of circulating around? She looks like
Yeah.
she's put on weight too. Her face looks much fuller.
Yeah, she looks really good. She
Yeah.
looked good. Who else was in it? Bella Hadid was in it. You don't really care about her. Laverne Cox was there.
I don't even know who that is. First of all, don't insinuate that. I don't even know who that is.
Bella
Who's-
Hadid.
who's
That's what I'm saying.
Bella
You don't
Hadid?
care.
It's not that I don't care. I don't know who she is.
Gigi and Bella, the models.
I don't know who that is.
Kendall Jenner.
Kendall, yes.
Okay, Kendall's friends with other models who look a lot like Kendall but are not Kendall.
Okay.
Yolanda Hadid,
Nope.
Housewives.
Nope.
Zayn, One Direction.
Nope.
Okay.
That's your white side coming
Oh
out.
no, just I'm young and no social things.
That could be true. I would definitely say that's the latter.
She's dating The Weeknd.
Nope. I know who the Weeknd is, but I
Okay,
don't know
so
who
The
he's
Weeknd's
dating.
been on and off with this girl. It's this model.
It's
There's-
okay. You're right. I don't care. Who else was there?
See, I told you. This is why I don't tell you shit. This girl.
Nope. Still don't know who she is, but okay. Yeah,
All right.
sure. She was there. I heard you say Lizzo.
Lizzo was there.
Lizzo actually was featured. She's on the cover of Vogue. I think she was the first plus size African American woman that was featured on Vogue. And honey, she ate that photo to the gods.
Dude, she's perfect.
Or is that even a thing?
To the
How
gods. Do you watch Pose?
I said you ate that picture to the gods. Whatever. She was beautiful. I've seen a couple of episodes of Pose.
Okay, I love that show.
Have you watched? Do you watch? What's the other one? P Valley. Isn't
No,
that
is
similar
it
to
good?
Pose? I don't know. I see people keep making references about it, but I just don't know.
Okay,
I've never-
glad that you brought up Netflix.
Ooh.
Enola Holmes. Did you watch that?
No.
Okay. Henry Cavill. Yum. The guy from Finnick from Hunger Games. Yum.
Yes, he's gorgeous.
He's gorgeous. He's in that too. Yum,
Oh,
yum.
cool.
Millie Bobby Brown.
No,
Stranger Things.
I've never watched Stranger Things.
Cut, Darren, cut it. You've never seen Stranger Things?
No.
Are you kidding? You have to watch it for Halloween.
No.
Yes.
Listen, Criminal Minds is the scariest. I
No,
will
it's
go.
not. But Stranger Things isn't scary. It's like, it's so good. Please just watch the first episode.
That's what all demonic people say. Oh, it's not scary.
It's not demonic.
Oh, but why are things that strange?
Because it's like sci-fi in the 80s. These kids are basically like one of their friends goes missing and they're trying to find him. But it's not like scary kidnap missing. It's like,
Oh, okay. Like mystery.
yeah,
kind of
like mystery,
quirky.
alien, quirky missing.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Kind of E.T.
Wait, don't say there are like 10 seasons because I'm not gonna go back to the beginning.
No, I think there's 2 or 3, but just
Oh,
watch
okay.
it. It's good. But
Okay, I can do
she's
that.
in the show.
Yeah.
And she's younger then, older now in this new movie, the Enola Holmes movie. It's like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
But the sister. But there was this weird thing going on with her and Drake, and everyone was talking about it, and now that's all I think about when I see her
Is Drake.
is Drake, but like creepy Drake, not even like fine Drake. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
But it was pretty good.
That's cool.
It's just a fun little lighthearted movie
Yeah.
if you're bored.
Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes. You still haven't watched Lovecraft Country, but I'm caught up, and it is a wild ride.
Wait, is the season finished yet or no?
It is not. I think 7th or 8th or 9th episode is tonight.
Oh. Well, okay, so here's part of the reason why I haven't watched Lovecraft Country. And HBO, if you would like to sponsor our podcast, we would appreciate it so I can get a free subscription because I don't have HBO and
Killing me.
nobody posts it on YouTube, so I can't see it for free. But Alyssa actually has HBO and she won't give me her password.
I
she
will
keeps
give you
saying
my
she's
password.
she's
I
gonna
just
give me her
don't.
password, but she hasn't done
I'm
it
just
yet.
bad at doing things, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah. So
But I need you to watch it
I
so
will
we can
accept
talk about
your
it.
password so I can watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Oh, so you know what I did see? First of all, did we talk about SNL?
We talked about Meg Thee Stallion on this.
Oh, so on SNL this week, did you watch SNL?
I watched clips of SNL.
So SNL, I was waiting all week for SNL to come out because I knew that Jim Carrey would be playing Joe Biden.
An American treasure. That
Oh
man.
my gosh, he's amazing. And Alec Baldwin is so underrated. His depiction of Trump is
Dude,
he
best thing
needs
Alec
another
Baldwin
Emmy.
did was Cat in the Hat. Do you agree? Did you ever watch Cat in the Hat? with Alec
No,
Baldwin?
so I can't agree or disagree. I told you I'm not a TV watcher. I'm a more of a YouTuber. But yeah, that their exchange was hilarious. And Maya Rudolph, her depiction of Kamala Harris was a bit meh. I think she's gonna get better when
She has more material.
she has more material, and her and Pence and Kamala go at it on their debate. If they even decide to do it. But I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Are your arms getting tired holding your microphone?
No, but what if we're in the studio, like I held it like this.
Well, yeah, that's how it's gonna go. Not unless you want one of these, because if you want one of these, you can get one of these, so you
Yeah, I'm
can
just gonna
talk right
hold
into
it
the
like
top
an
of it.
ornament. Yeah, no, it was funny though.
Yeah.
I just watched the debate part of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, that's really all. I mean, I watched obviously Megan Thee Stallion's performance, and I really watched it for the purpose of Alec and Jim Carrey going at it as Trump and Biden, and it was everything that I wanted it to be. I think the last thing we'll talk about in social media is Jasmine Sullivan. So Jasmine Sullivan,
What's the song from her that I like?
well, the thing that's going to be going around right now is the Jasmine Sullivan challenge, where they the Insecure song that she has, the theme song, and or not theme song, but just the song Insecure. But she made it for the actual show Insecure.
Love Insecure.
I love Insecure as
Team
well.
Lawrence.
Why do you always have to bring that
Lawrence
in
Stan over here.
I'm Team Issa. Anyway, so
Trash.
I'm Team Molly. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm definitely not Team Molly.
Take it back.
I'm not.
I'm Team Andrew. Let's get that straight. I'm Team Andrew.
Listen, I like
And Team Derek.
I like Yvonne Orji, but I'm not Team Molly right now. I'll get back to it, but I get it. Anyway, we're
I'm
not even talking
Team
about that.
Fine Ass Men of Insecure, and I stand
Yes,
on that.
because all of them are fine. But so yeah, Jasmine Sullivan posted this picture, and of course she's significantly thinner than she was like months ago and stuff like that. And even on the back
Bust
of
your windows. Sorry, I knew what I could figure it out.
That's a shame. Even on the back of Chadwick Boseman and how we were talking about, the fact of his unfortunate death and his battle with colon cancer, and how he had gotten skinnier, and people, were basically just judging him and making fun of him and things of that nature. And for people to be like, oh my God, you never know what people are struggling with, so this is why you shouldn't do this. And
That
then
was literally
Jasmine's-
last month, right?
last month, literally. I mean, we're just a few days in October, and the fact that here comes Jasmine Sullivan
Well, she's
posting a
sick.
picture, and they're, oh my gosh, she looks so sick. You done lost too much weight. And without understanding the backhand of it, that this girl's mother is battling cancer, and her mother decided to take on a vegan lifestyle. And so to support her mother through her cancer process, she decided to go vegan and obviously lost, a bunch of weight.
You know
And
what?
so-
Let me tell you that's an awesome daughter. Because here's
Yeah.
what I'm not about to do. Go vegan for my mama.
You don't know if you get it once you get into that situation.
That's very true.
Yeah, I would do it.
Me here right now, standing in myself.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would go. I think I would go vegan around her,
Maybe, yeah.
but I would eat Chick-fil-A by myself.
So, I mean, I'm so close to veganism anyway. I mean, I'm already vegetarian, so I'm already halfway there. I'm just addicted to cheese. But anyway, and honey. Not addicted
Honey's
to
not
honey.
vegan
Yeah, honey is vegan. No, honey is not vegan, I'm saying.
because it's beef barf.
Yeah, so bee barf, it kind of is. Wow, I never.
You're
Why did
welcome.
you have to ruin my life like that?
But it's an animal byproduct.
Yeah, it's an
I'm
animal
here.
byproduct.
I got you.
So, but yeah, I like too much cheese, so yeah, no. But yeah, the fact that people are just shouting, "Oh my God, this is why you should never pick at people," and then even in her the message that she sent out, she was like, first of all, I just photographed thin. She was like, I am still 180 pounds, and the fact that people are saying that I look sickly when I literally decided to change my lifestyle and become a vegan because my mother is battling cancer, like. People just shut up. Some stuff is just for the group chat.
I wish I could use that. I just photograph thin. I don't photograph thin.
I wish I did actually. I wish I was actually thin,
Yeah, no, I just wish.
not just photographed.
I'm thinner in real life. I wish I photographed fat. You know?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm fat both ways. I'm fat in photography and in real life. So
In 2D, in
yeah,
3D,
exactly.
it just is what
I,
it is.
I have all the struggles. So yeah.
Damn, you're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't.
Seriously, I mean the girl, she
You're
looks
too
beautiful.
big. You're too skinny.
She looks beautiful. Like, she does not look sickly. She just looks like she's lost weight. She looks great. She doesn't look emaciated or anything like that. And I'm just like, people, just shut up.
You got a lot of projection going on social media. I'm just not about it.
It's just,
I've also never gone to a celebrity's picture. I mean, like a female celebrity. I'm sure I've like tweeted on guys.
yeah.
I've been like tongue emojis and water emojis, whatever. But like, I've never gone to a girl's picture and I was like, oh my God, can y'all believe? Or like, this is so slutty.
Yeah.
You know?
People who write in people's, I'm never in people's comments. The most I do is double tap. And if it's something that even a person that I like that they post that I don't like, what, you know, the article or whatever that they post, I will just keep scrolling.
Yeah, that's normal.
That's
but misery
normal.
loves company.
Oh my God. Like, do you not have anything to do? You literally take the time out of your day to just comment, oh my God, Jasmine Sullivan, you need to gain more weight. What? Y'all was picking at the girl when she was heavier. Like, girl, you need to go on the diet. And now that she has changed her lifestyle, now it's a problem. This is why I hate people. People are so freaking stupid.
Yeah.
Please just go get healed from whatever is wrong with you.
Therapy is good. Therapy is fun.
It is.
Everybody needs
Like,
it.
what? Like, I never go on social media and comment on somebody's stuff. You need to do this and you need to do that. Now, if it's, somebody that I follow on Facebook who is not a celebrity and you're talking about something, then yes, I may voice my opinion. But to go on a celebrity's page and just be, I think you need
Takes
to
a
gain
special
and or
type
lose
of
weight.
person.
Like, even with Lizzo, the fact that people like try to body shame her. Now, would I go out in a thong like that and be shaking my butt all over the place? Absolutely not.
But that's your right, and you don't do it.
Exactly. But do I bash Lizzo because she does it? No, she's proud of her body. And I think that's beautiful. I think she should be celebrated for loving her body. And guess what? If you don't want to see Lizzo's body, unfollow her and stop going on her page.
And stop dancing to Truth Hurts because you can't. You're not allowed to if you're going to talk shit about her body.
Seriously. Scroll. Just keep scrolling.
Which is hard because that song's a bop.
What? Truth Hurts? That is a great song. I remember somebody tried to sue her and say that she stole a song
From
from
because she saw it on Twitter. That's the dumbest thing I ever saw. Twitter's for the
insane.
people, and let it be for the people.
First of all,
now if one of my tweets ever goes viral and someone uses it in a rap, I'd like to be
compensated.
Compensated.
Absolutely. I mean, but you can use that. There was an artist called Truth Hurts. Literally, that was her name, Truth Hurts. So what is she going to do? Sue?
True Jackson VP.
Okay. Anything else we want to talk about?
No. Everything else is sad or depressing. That's it. That's the last note.
Yeah.
Your job is to watch an episode of Stranger Things, and I will give you the HBO. You can watch Lovecraft.
Yes, I want to watch Lovecraft first. But Lovecraft is kind of, I've seen a few clips of it, and it's very like, some people say it's confusing, but you can't turn away from it. You're just like, what?
Oh, you're asking for my opinion? Well, let me tell you. It is Black Indiana Jones with sci-fi elements. I also watch it with my mom, so I think there's maybe a little too much sex to watch with
Is it weird to watch
parents.
sex scenes with your mom?
No, but
Did she tell you, Alyssa, close your eyes?
No, it's not weird to watch a sex scene with my mom. It's weird to watch like 6 sex scenes in a row with my mom to where we're like, okay, all right.
Let's just fast forward.
Yeah. But it is one of those things where you're like, because the episodes don't go chronologically. They bop back and forth, and they bop between characters. So it may be all the characters one time and just 2 of them this time, and back with 2.
Yeah.
So it's kind of confusing. But you're like, what? Huh? What? Yeah, you can't look away.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like stuff like that because it keeps you looking, but at the same time, you're just like, do I have to watch this over to figure out what the heck happened?
Yeah, like an episode will start, and I'll be like, we don't know these people. What's going on? Why is this happening? Who is this?
Exactly.
But you catch on. It's not hard to follow. It's
Yeah.
just it takes a second to follow.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
But
I heard it. I haven't heard a single bad thing about Lovecraft Country at all.
it's good.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. I need to do more. I need to do better at watching more TV to a degree, but I kind of like silence when I come. Again, we talk every day, all day at work. I just want to come home and shut up. I don't want to hear anybody talking. I don't want to be stimulated. I just want to be.
See, that's how I am with my roommate. I'm like,
Yeah.
because she's a teacher, so she just listens to herself talk all day.
Yeah.
We talk to patients all day,
Right.
And I have to be like super caring and interested and motivating, and it
Yeah.
sucks. So when we
Exactly.
come home, we're both like, just put something on the TV. We're not talking.
Yeah, we're not talking. Yeah. Just
So that's why we watch
hush it
50
up.
Shades of Grey like 3 times a month. Like,
Which I
just
still have not seen.
Oh my
I know,
gosh.
I know.
Okay, we have to
I know. I'm gonna do better. The thing is,
be better.
be best, as Melania Trump would say. Be best. But the thing is, when I come home from work, I'm so tired. So I just come home, I take a shower. Sometimes I eat, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I snack, and then I just go to bed. Or I look on YouTube until I fall asleep, and then I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning with all my lights on in my house, and I'm like, dang it, Alexa, turn off everything.
I don't know how you go to sleep with all the lights on.
I don't either. I don't realize it until I wake up with all the lights on.
When we were, who was I watching? Interesting.
It was something about all of the lights.
Darren, cut this. I don't know where I was going with it.
I don't know where you're going with it.
Because in my head, I was telling my mom, like, who falls asleep with the lamp on? Because we were watching Lovecraft. But in my head, the response was from Marissa saying, well, like, Monty does that all the time. But that doesn't make sense.
Well, because see, I have the bulbs that I have in my room are dimmers. So I only put my lights on at 20%. So it's almost like
you're setting a mood.
Yes. So it's time to go to bed. So my lights are usually
I'm thinking like lights blaring.
Oh, no. Like I have a ceiling fan like this, and that light never comes on. So it's only just my side table lights, and then Alexa
Real
turns them on.
sensual lighting, huh?
Yeah. So she'll either turn them on at 100% or 20%. And so that's why I don't realize it, because it's already, mostly dark in the room, but not really. And then I'll just wake up and I'm like, damn it, all my lights are on. This is why I got smart bulbs in my house, because I'm lazy.
That's a humble brag. People are unemployed. Keep your rich bitch shit off the podcast.
I always buy stuff on sale. I never buy things full price.
Lying. She's trying to make y'all feel better. All right. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. I think that's it.
Yeah. Have a great one.
We're going to wrap this up. Like and subscribe.
We are available on pretty much all podcasting outlets. We are available. You can listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Pocket Cast.
You can run, but you can't hide from us.
There's a few other
Darren,
ones.
Cut that. Yeah. Jesus.
Overcast.
Sunny, clear, drizzling. All of
That's
them.
the name of the app.
Oh.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. Be sure to tune in to The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler every Tuesday when new episodes are released.